This is lavoncason here, back at it again with another YouTube video. And there's been a lot of comparisons out there between the ROG Xbox Ally X versus the Nintendo Switch 2. So I decided, yes me, lavoncason, decided to give you guys the truth about the whole situation. So, as you guys will be seeing here, there's been a lot of people out there that's been saying that Cyberpunk on the Nintendo Switch 2, yes, in quality mode and even performance mode, looks better than, say, the ROG Xbox Ally X because of that DLSS. Now, let's be honest here. The DLSS is doing its magic on the Nintendo Switch 2. And this showcased that right here. However, guys, with the ROG Xbox Ally X, you could toggle those settings to make the game, look even better than maybe even the Switch 2 version. Or you can, pretty much toggle the settings where you could get it running at, 60 frames per second and beyond. And that's, with the ROG Xbox Ally X. The fact is that you can toggle settings on the ROG Xbox Ally X for your liking when it comes to how you want your games to run. The Nintendo Switch 2 at the end of the day is a hybrid gaming console, meaning that whatever resolution and frame rate is set to, it's pretty much going to stay like that. So say if a game on the Nintendo Switch 2 is 1080p, 60 frames per second on the Nintendo Switch 2, it's going to stay at 1080p, 60 frames per second. But with that ROG Xbox Ally X, you could change it to you like it to where you want to run at 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, or heck, maybe even 120 frames per second, depending on the game, obviously. Now, also, too, I say, third-party games and obviously first-party games on the Switch 2 will most likely be optimized. Whereas with the ROG Xbox Ally X, you basically are brute forcing. You basically pretty much is just running, at the end of the day, a handheld PC. Yes, people, it's not an Xbox. It's not. It's just not an Xbox. It's a handheld PC with an Xbox skin on it. Nothing more, nothing less. So, that's pretty much the truth. This also showcased that the Nintendo Switch 2 can hold its own in comparison with the ROG Xbox Ally X, despite the fact that the ROG Xbox Ally X is more powerful than the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, it's impressive that the Switch 2 can hold its own. And the fact that it's $450 to $500, like, yeah, that's something right there. The Switch 2 can hold its own. But that's pretty much the truth about the whole ROG Xbox Ally X and versus Nintendo Switch 2 situation, is that third-party games and first-party games on the Nintendo Switch 2 will be optimized, whereas with, the ROG Xbox Ally X, you're basically brute forcing. You basically have to toggle graphic settings to get the game running to your liking. And also, too, the ROG Xbox Ally X is more expensive than the Nintendo Switch 2. And also, too, the DLSS is doing its magic for the Nintendo Switch 2, despite of it being less powerful than the ROG Xbox Ally X. So yeah, how do you guys feel about the whole ROG Xbox Ally X versus Nintendo Switch 2 situation? Let me know in the comment section below this YouTube video. This is lavoncason, signing out in peace, and I hope you guys have a good day and bye.